Modernism Week is a very important week for any architect, for anybody who really loves to pay attention to style, to inspiration. The inspiration of mid-century modern is that it has a balance of building, landscape, composition. The reason why affordable housing is being featured in this important Modernism Week is because there are so many challenges when it comes to affordable housing. And these are the challenges. In any city that welcomes or finds the opportunity to bring affordable housing, it has to meet the general plan and the zoning code requirements. Challenge number 2, it has to research the history, the architecture style, the composition of that neighborhood. Therefore, a team of very qualified people come together to compose, design, and program affordable housing in your community. Not only that, but the state requirement exceeds such performance of its building that not only the construction of it has to be high quality, but the energy performance, as well as the renewable systems in which the project has to create its own energy source, has to be all balanced out. And that requires many people who are smart to put this together. All this very integrated process and important stylistic design are very much the features of mid-century modern. And that's why this comes together. The audience, the participants, the educators inside the mid-century modern style are able to be open to the idea that mid-century modern is about design excellence, and affordable housing is also about design excellence. And I know that this very important audience will be open to understand and to welcome these type of affordable housing projects into your neighborhood, your district, your town, your city. Affordable housing, it has a name that makes one think that is cheap housing, but in reality, it's the most expensive housing that you will find in your neighborhood. I know I'm exaggerating, but it's actually true. The reason for this is because of its very requirements. However, every human being requires natural light, cross ventilation, conditioned spaces, nice environments, spaciousness. This is all inside. Outside, you also need nice outdoor gathering spaces, community spaces, social spaces, as well as trees, safe sidewalks, and really well integrated opportunities where you have social interaction. Because the health of a human being is not only to have a place to call home, but also a place to call neighborhood and a place to say hello and have social interactions, which we very much need during these times. All affordable housing projects have to be LEED certified or Greenpoint rated certified, which means that the qualities of the building design as well as the sustainable systems have to be working not only during design, but also performing after construction. There are very different levels of building performances, and it is challenged not only to meet the building code requirements, but it's also a challenge to have the pride of being a LEED building or a Greenpoint rated building. So therefore, affordable housing in your community is investing in the highest quality and most expensive, in some ways, construction that you will find in your town. What's amazing about CHOC is that we feel like we're made from the same clay. We believe in the same important quality, the same important goal, that housing is fundamentally the most important thing for any human being. Housing establishes a platform, a solid foundation for everybody to start building a stable life. The beauty about working with CHOC is that they support that, and they also support designers, architects to push their creativity and to create wonderful communities with a very strong storyline. There is this wonderful community in San Giovanni Ritondo in southern Italy, where they have this street where at 5, 6 o'clock every afternoon, everybody in town dresses up and they come to this alleyway and people walk up and down the street, and that's where they converse, they share gossips. When this story was told to CHOC, they wanted the same type of feature in our Monarch apartment housing. And what we were able to create is this strong story where we created an outdoor forecourt yard, a closed driveway which is accessible for pedestrian, faced off a tree grove in which it has the natural composition, the man-made composition, and the building in order to create this gathering space for people to come out and to socially interact with each other without having a reason or an excuse. It was a place for that, and that's how you continue the health of the community. That they supported, that they wanted to integrate into the story and design and site programming of this apartment housing project. So this is what makes CHOC so special, that they're willing to listen to the story, willing to let the talent, the designers, be able to integrate it to their project design. And most of all, I want to say that there are people with really warm heart who really stand by what they believe and promote, support a design team that brings that into successful design. Think about this. Every town needs to have different type of housing. You can have high-end housing, you can have middle-income housing, you can have low-income housing. Every town needs to have shops, needs to have schools, needs to have park with plenty of trees, needs to have businesses to create jobs. Every town needs a little bit of everything. Integrated means that the very people that can help you clean your house or that can help take care of your elderly parent are living there as well. So when you go to the store, you're shopping with them. When you go to the library, you're sharing the space with them. That's an integrated community. What is not an integrated community is having those people who help you to have a better life need to drive for an hour or sit in traffic, have to spend money in gas, have to spend money in insurance because they cannot afford to live in the same town. That's what integrated town is, the opportunity for everybody to live in the wonderful town with all the features and amenities that we all enjoy. So many people ask me, oh, so these families who live in the affordable housing projects, they live for a couple of years and they're able to save money and they're able to move out. But that's not the situation. They get to live there for a whole generation. And the only generation that gets to move out is their next generation because they were able to go to nice schools and they were able to go to nice libraries and then from there be able to get higher education. It is time for us to stop saying how we live versus how they live. It is time to say how we all live together in an integrated community. And that's the model that we should have for every place that we want to live. So it is important in the harmony of everybody living in the same town and sharing the same resources and creating the harmony of people living together. Affordable housing is important and needs to be an integrated part of every community.